shoes when that fool get loose, know that you can't stop it. Watch this, look at how I work that pocket. Look at how I flow like faucets. How that pop look like robotics. Can't tame me, shoulders gone crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 dance. What you wanna do? What you go to? Rock a old school? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, 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 dance. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. All I wanna do is move, I'ma groove my body. Oh, that's deep.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So it's down to business here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Now it's Nandez. Now, what about a counter-attack? Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oliveira. That's De Arrascaeta. Pass somewhat off target. Jimenez calmly anticipates. That's been slipped through. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Uruguay clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gets into some space. Cross to the back post.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
It's played through for him. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. He is through here. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. Zanetti clears it away. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. Paz looking to run onto it. That's the keeper's ball. Pinches it off him. Jimenez cuts it out. Can he get it through? Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oliveira succumbs to the pressure. Argentina are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Nandez. Uruguay applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Paredes. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot, big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Oh, what a climb! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
There's the header! just off target. Calistri. And they're quick to get it back. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now he's got space here. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now it's Batistuta. That's a... Can he finish? Ugarte. De Arrascaeta. Nandez. And Araujo. He's got away. And Batistuta! Off the post. Paredes demonstrating his defensive quality there. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's tried one! Now, who's going to be first to this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a throw. De Arrascaeta. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Argentina really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Goes for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Ugarte. De Arrascaeta. And it's Ugarte. Oliveira. Tries to play it through. Now it's Darwin. He's had it taken off him. Fernandez. Now it's Batistuta. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Could move up a gear here. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Araujo. Jimenez. Now Oliveira. Nicely weighted ball. Paredes. Paz.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Nunez. Argentina can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. McAllister. Ugarte kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Jimenez. And it's Ugarte. Played out to the right. Swept in. And Paz. Looking for options for movement. And they can counter here. He has found the way through. Batistuta! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Argentina really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 11.
Uruguay can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 20. Número 13. Entran número 18. Número 15. Se va a realizar un cambio.
Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And this is Batistuta.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Argentina making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Valverde does really well there. He is strong. Argentina are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He's found a way through. Well, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Argentina making consecutive changes here. Martinez getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Now it's Martinez. Just 5 minutes remaining now. He's having a go! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Fernandez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Torres. And it's Valverde.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Martinez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. De Arrascaeta, Nandez, Torres. Now it's Darwin. It's a really well measured ball. And the cross comes in. McAllister. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Cambio en Uruguay. Número 8. Número 5.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Número 26.
Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Molina gets a foot in here. Now it's Martinez. Molina. Valverde gets over and intercepts. Jimenez. Araujo. Ball played for Torres. Oh, that's fabulous.
De la Cruz.
That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Martinez. Martinez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that has not gone well. Araujo tidy with his distribution. Valverde. And it's Jimenez. Now Oliveira. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time.
Uruguay really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Shot a goal! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Se está realizando un cambio.
That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Se va a realizar un cambio.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Valverde. It'll be a throw-in. Valverde. De la Cruz. Ball played for Torres. And he's picked it up out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Araujo. Defending was strong and firm. He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. That pass has been well intercepted. Argentina leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Now it's Darwin, and there's his chance to lead the counter. He's gone for goal! Cleared away.
Uruguay really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
De la Cruz. And it's Bentancur. And here's Nunez. Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Martinez. Can he latch on to this? Araujo. And there goes the final whistle. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.